guys, welcome back to The Bright Side. Macy here, the Bright Side girl. And today is the start of a reading vlog number 4, I think. We're starting to lose track for HIKEATHON. In case you somehow missed it, I will link the first 3 vlogs up in the cards as well as down below in the description. Okay, so it is Tuesday at 1:30 p.m. I had a lot of editing and work to do this morning, so I'm just now checking in, and I just wanted to give you some updates on everything that's happening and all the stuff that I'm reading. Okay, the most important thing. I finished This Vicious Grace. I stayed up and listened to the audiobook while I did some more like computer things and stuff like that. It was so good. It was so good. So now this is my favorite book of the readathon so far. I can't believe it. And I have 2 new book boyfriends. I haven't had a new book boyfriend in so long. I've like enjoyed the boys in the books, but this book and Emily Wilde's, I love them so much. They're such different characters. This is definitely YA. Definitely has a lot of fun romance in here, but pretty much no spiciness. I prefer. I loved it so much. I loved all of the characters. I really liked our main protagonist, Alessa. She was so good. I really enjoyed the setting in this. This is the perfect amount of like a unique world with magical elements and things, but super easy to follow. So it was like simple, but really interesting still and not boring at all. And I loved the elemental magic. I loved the setting of Italy. They talked a lot about different types of food. I'm gonna make limoncello today because of this book. Oh, I enjoyed it so much. Look at the lemons on the cover of this book. I need to find a Fairy Loot edition of the second one so that they will match now whenever it comes out. Hopefully my Fairy Loot waitlist will come in time because I think the second one doesn't come out till December. The ending of this one definitely left off on a cliffhanger and I'm like, ugh, I need to know. 5 stars, fantastic. I can't believe I've had 2 5 stars already for the readathon, and I just flew through this. This is the one I was like putting off because it was 13 hours and I did it in 2 days. Love, love, love. Okay, then I started Daisy Darker by Alice Feeney, which me and Alice Feeney have a whole relationship thing happening. So up until this readathon, my favorite read of the year was Rock, Paper, Scissors by Alice Feeney, which is like a winter thriller that I read for like some wintry reads in January. And I loved it so much. It was like mysterious and wild and just twists all over the place. And it was dark, but it wasn't like depressing. And it didn't dive too much into the background of the characters. It kind of had a good setting. It was just a little bit creepy, but not scary. The ending blew me away. I loved it. So this set me off thinking that I was like a thriller person, and I read like a ton of thrillers and I didn't like any of them almost, including the rest of Alice Feeney's books. I read like 3 or 4 of her books. I will link the reading vlog down below because I think I did it for 5-star February. I really enjoyed her writing and I really enjoyed the narrator for her audiobooks because she is phenomenal. But they definitely dove more into the character's past. They got a little bit dark. One of them got kind of on the gross side. It was a little too descriptive. There was some bullying in some of them and I just didn't really enjoy any of them as much as I did Rock, Paper, Scissors. But Rock, Paper, Scissors is one of her newer ones and Daisy Darker is her newest one as of last year, and I've heard great things. And it's got an island setting and like the family hasn't been to like grandma's house on the island in years, and I guess when the tide comes in they get cut off from the rest of the world for 8 hours. Family members start dying off and they have to like solve the mystery. So I'm hoping that this one is closer to Rock, Paper, Scissors. It's got an island vibe about it, a survival vibe about it, and so far really enjoying it. Even when I'm not liking Alice Feeney's books, I still don't mind reading them because her writing and the narrator is so good. She just announced that she has another book coming out as well. So hopefully I love it. Definitely like wild thrillers. Like the endings are like suspend your belief because they're wild. That's the main plan for audiobooking today. I read some more of Grey Wolf Island because my friend Marie is ahead of me now because she's liking it so much. I got over halfway. I want to get another big chunk of this in tonight, if not finish it if I can. Feeling a little bit behind today, a little bit worn out. My allergies are really bothering me, but we're gonna push through. I also got Cut Off, which was one of my orders from Thrift Books that I made. This is the favorite book that I had for last HIKEATHON and one of my favorite survival reads, and I wanted it to use for videos and pictures and things. This is ex-library, so I'll have to clean this one up a little bit later and take the binding off and stuff. But right now I'm gonna go and do a short hike. I'm not gonna do anything long today because I'm still a little bit worn out and Ledge is sleeping so hard. I'll play the little clip of Ledge today because he could barely keep his little eyeballs open. He was so tired. So we're not going to do a ton today, maybe like a 25-minute hike in this really pretty spot. I'm going to take a fairy reel for today. Today was fairy book day, so I want to post some recommendations as well in like a little reel that should be up on here on YouTube already. I haven't read that many fairy books, so we need to change that sometime in the future. And then I'm going to go to Marshall's and I'm going to go to Dollar Tree. I need to go get some pretty tissue paper to wrap the giveaway in so I can mail that this week. And that's the plan for now. Come back, read some more, edit some more, normal kind of life things today. So I will update you a little bit later. Let's go hiking. Okay, I am back from my chilly walk. So my hair's a mess right now, so just pretend that's not happening. I have a few things going on. 3 hours into Daisy Darker. I'm liking it so far. It's very interesting, good murder mystery vibes, and we're just kind of feeling out the family and the details on the family. So enjoying it. Stephanie Rancine is the narrator. She is amazing, especially for thrillers. I also started Warrior of the Wild by Trisha Levenseller, because this is one of the books that I physically own that I really wanted to get to for this readathon. We've got like a foresty setting. We've got Vikings, I'm pretty sure. We've got some magic and some monsters in here. We've got a girl like going off on her own and having to survive. I am starting this because it is a buddy read with my friend JJ, and I'm buddy reading Daisy Darker with my friend Bella, and I'm buddy reading Grey Wolf Island with my friend Marie. Bouncing a lot, but I'm feeling calm about it and doing good. I'm caught up to where Bella is in Daisy Darker. I'm caught up to where JJ is in Warrior of the Wild. And while I don't have to stay toe-to-toe with people, it does make it a little bit more fun. You can kind of chat a lot about it along the way. I know JJ's listening to this a little bit slower because she's got another read. Bella isn't going to be able to read a ton tomorrow. Wednesdays are like her busy day. So I think I'm going to start something else because I'm crazy, and also I feel like that's fun to watch. Am I crazy? I'm gonna pick a different audio, even though I am enjoying them both. Definitely finishing them both this week. So am I gonna be good and read one that's on my stack of books I need to read, or am I gonna start something totally random? Let's look at the challenges really quick. So for physical challenges, I still need to read outside, although if it comes down to it, I can just count all of this hiking while I'm listening to audiobooks. I need to have a picnic. Definitely want to do that, and I need to make a spring treat. So those I need to do. And then for the reading challenges, I've definitely read a book with a map, done a survival read, plenty of those. I've done elemental magic. I've not done involving a game, and I have done trees on the cover. So all I have left is a game. I am going to read Nerve by Jeannie Ryan because it's narrated by Caitlin Davies, who I really like, and because then I can watch the movie that has one of the Franco brothers in it. I haven't watched anything for the readathon yet. That's not a requirement, but I always like to watch something. And this is a game element, and I thought it was going to be like more high tech, but right now I'm only like 2 minutes in, and she's like backpacking in the forest and hiding from something. So it might be more perfect than I realized. Literally just picked this because it had a game aspect and it has a movie. If she's like hanging out in the forest and stuff, we are good to go. Hey guys, happy HIKEATHON day 10. Okay, real talk, it's 5 p.m. on Wednesday. I've been productive, but not in the normal way. Today, my mom and my sister came over and I cut and colored their hair. I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but I used to be a hairstylist. I guess you're always a hairstylist once you are, and I still do their hair. So they came over, got their hair cut and colored, so that took a few hours. They brought the puppies played, and then we decided to watch the first couple episodes of the new Bridgerton Queen Charlotte special, which was so good. It's so intense, but it's so good. So we watched 3 episodes, I think, so half of it. Loving it. So before they came, I did get some reading in. They got here like around 10 o'clock. So I finished this before they came. I finished Grey Wolf Island. I haven't put the book back in the dust jacket yet. This was so good. It was very different than I was expecting. It was very atmospheric. It was very magical, surrealism, very whimsical, almost hard to follow at times because it jumps back and forth between characters, and then you're following different plot lines, and then sometimes things were thrown in and you kind of had to like figure it out by yourself. Almost like a little treasure hunt on its own. You're following the 5 kids as they're trying to find the treasure on this island, but you're also learning things about them and they're revealing things about their past. It had a lot to do with grief and like hardships, which is not always my favorite thing. I kind of just like more of an adventure, but this one was done pretty well. I didn't mind it. It had some really neat twists in here, some really like heart-wrenching parts. Definitely an emotional read with everything that's going on with all the characters. So just kind of keep that in mind. It is young adult, but we do have some harder hitting topics in here. Overall, it was like a really kind of beautiful, magical story, and it's one I'll probably recommend quite a bit. My friend Marie absolutely loved this. It's like one of her all-time favorite books now, and she gave it 5 stars. For me, I'm probably going to settle on a 4. I really enjoyed it, but it didn't quite hit a 5-star level for me, even though it was really beautiful, really well done. So that's 2 full physical books down and a couple of graphic novels and things. Haven't listened to any more of Warrior of the Wild. I haven't listened to any more of Daisy Darker, but I have an hour left of Nerve, and I am loving it so much. So the premise of this one, it doesn't really say it's set in the future, but we're kind of like led to believe that. And there's this game that's done through an app called Nerve, and there are all these dares that you can choose to do, and you have to either film yourself doing them or have someone else film you, put them on the app, and then you'll get like views and fans, and then if you get popular enough, the creators of the app will actually be like, hey, if you do this dare, we will get you these shoes that you like, and they kind of know things that you're wanting and like offer you things that are tempting to you. Kind of disturbing because I feel like this is something that would totally happen. And so our main character gets kind of sucked into this dare world and doing a bunch of dares, and she's got a different guy that she has to do them with. She is very naive, I will say that. Now she's 17 like all of our YA characters, but she is a super naive, and I know that bugs some people. I think for the story it kind of is important and it works well, and I think things are about to take a turn. I'm really enjoying it. It's very fast-paced. It's just like a fun read. All the male characters in this are kind of obnoxious though. I'm not really enjoying any of them. I am enjoying the story overall, and it does seem like something that is like possible for the future, which is upsetting because it's basically like they're trying to get fans and followers, and they can enter this like live round. They get paid to do these dares and be filmed, and you can't tell people that you're doing the dares. So I'm just glad I'm getting my book with a game category out of the way, and I need to take my picture for tomorrow. I have a copy of this book, and I'm kind of sad because I saw one not too long ago and I didn't pick it up. Definitely finishing this tonight, and hopefully I'll jump back into one of the 2 audiobooks depending on where my buddy read friends are at. So I decided I'm not doing a hike today because doing their hair and the gloominess of today and just kind of getting caught up overall, I'm feeling a lot more worn out, and I don't really want to like leave the house to go far. So I'm just gonna go to the gym, walk on the treadmill for a little bit, do the massage chair in the sauna, and have kind of like a relaxing minute. That's my plan for right now. And I'll listen to Nerve while I'm over there. The gym thankfully is like 8 minutes from my house, so I don't have to go too far. And Ledge is so tired from having his cousins over, is what I call them, my mom's dogs, because they were playing and stuff. So we're gonna give him a break. We're gonna skip another hike for today. I'm really sad because I wanted to do one every day, but that's okay. Don't have any major plans for Thursday or Friday, so we'll definitely have time to do some hiking tomorrow and the next day. And try and keep the momentum and still have fun. I'm having a great time. My books are amazing. Everyone everyone's being so sweet. Everyone's telling me that they're loving their books and they're loving HIKEATHON, and it's just making me so happy. One of the things I need to do tonight actually is work on the prompts and things for Mermaid Marathon, because I have to announce that within a couple days of this readathon ending, because it's almost a month away. I cannot believe it. And that's usually my biggest readathon of the year. So I'm very excited about that as well. So that's what I'm going to do tonight while I listen to my audiobooks. One more thing, I almost forgot. I got one of my other book orders in the mail. This is one that I got from eBay. So I got Wranglestone in, which is one of the books on my TBR for this readathon. So I think I'm going to start this either tomorrow or Friday, because it's only like an 8-hour audio, and I was waiting to get this book before I started reading it so that I could hold it up, talk about it, and take a photo and stuff. Excited. It's such a cool cover. I love the cover, but there is a prettier cover that has more pink on it that I really wanted, but I couldn't find it for less than like $13, and I don't know if I'm gonna like it, so have this for now. Okay, now to the gym. Hey guys, it is now Thursday morning, but I didn't sign off from last night, so I just wanted to pop in here and end this reading vlog, and I will update you on everything that I read and did. I didn't really do a lot last night. Jeff and I just kind of hung out and watched the finale of The Masked Singer that we were behind on. So I will have more updates and HIKEATHON goodness for you in the next reading vlog. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.